Polynomial functions. Sketch a possible graph of the function y equals to x square times x square minus 1 whole square. Okay, so let's try to sketch it here. Okay. So let me write down a few characteristics which will help us to sketch the graph. One is the degree, right? What do you think is the degree of this function? So degree is 2 times 2 plus 2 plus 2. When you multiply them, we get degree of how much? So when you expand this, x square times x square minus 1 whole square, then here you'll get 2 times 2, 4, right? And when you multiply with x square, it'll add up. So it'll give you 6. So the degree is 6 for you, okay? Degree is 6. So that is one thing. Second, leading coefficient. That means an. So we can say, because the degree is 6, a6, right? Okay. a6 is the leading coefficient. Leading coefficient is positive for us. Now, the third thing is zeros. Now, where are the zeros? To find the zeros, it is good to factor this equation, right? So if we factor it, we get y equals to x square. And see, x square minus 1 can be written as x plus 1. So first let me put it in a square bracket. I'll tell you why. So this is x square minus 1 and whole thing is squared. Do you see that? So I can write this as x squared times x plus 1 whole square times x minus 1 whole square. Is it okay? So that is what it is. Again, you can check. 2 plus 2 plus 2, we get degree of 6. Leading coefficient will be, whenever you multiply these things, will be 1, right? So it's positive. So positive 1. And zeros, now from here you can write zeros, right? So the zeros are at x equals to 0, x equals to minus 1, and x equals to plus 1. So we got zeros at minus 1, 0, and plus 1, correct? So these are our zeros. Now from all this, we can actually sketch our graph. Now degree is 6. And leading coefficient is positive. Positive leading coefficient means right side up. Is it okay? Degree 6 means even degree, right? Even means both same side. Correct? Secondly, you will also notice that this is basically an even function, right? So it will have even symmetry also. So remember that when you are sketching your graph, okay? Now let's look into zeros. So we have double zero at 0. We have a double zero at 1 plus and 1 minus. Let's say these are our zeros, right? These are our zeros. And the 0 at 0 is also x and y intercept there, correct? Now graph is positive. Do you see all these numbers are positive, right? So what we can do is, it's very difficult. We can actually check one value here and get some value approximate here, but it seems that the graph has even symmetry, and therefore what we will do is we will just turn it somewhere from here and go back, correct? So, or if you want more accuracy, what you can do is you can find the value, which I'm not doing for the time being, at f plus minus or just 1, 0.5, right? If you plug 0.5 in, you can calculate the value, and that will kind of give you 1 point there. But we'll not get into that detail, right? When we say sketch a possible graph, it means approximations will be considered, okay? So these are our turning points. Since the multiplicity of each zero is 2, so if you move from left to right, then you turn at every zero. You don't cross, you turn like this, right? So basically, when you go from left to right, you'll turn, right? So the graph will be kind of like this. These are your zeros, right? So the order of 0 is 2, or multiplicity is 2, that shows that at every 0 you're going to turn. So let me join these points with a smooth curve, and that's how I will draw my function. So that is my function y, okay? With x. So that is a sketch of my function, and it's good practice to label. So you got x and y. Here we have 0, here we have minus 1, and plus 1. So that is how we are going to sketch the graph of y equals to x square times x square minus 1 whole square. Okay, thank you.